Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. We'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game.
Probably because you got too many
fucking here can keep their championship.
You probably got too many
alive.
Man, that shit might crash again. Some more moving shit.
The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Hands off to the left. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
2nd down after that previous play. On the run, it's Miller. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to throw. It's Rising. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Don't worry about me. I'm cooked.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down.
I mean, how many times I got to press triangle?
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The Utes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Caught behind the line. It's Keithy. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Adams. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone.
Fix that shit.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a deep completion. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie.
How's the nigga? He threw it. I mean, that's fucking Moreau.
This offense, a nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
I'll tell you, Moreau's probably the best motherfucker I've ever
The offense will obviously decline that
like
penalty and take the result of the play. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Yeah, like his fucking, I think his deep accuracy is at 99. Man, his shit is fucking stupid.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end
stupid.
zone.
Like,
So
if he's like one-on-one, man, I'm probably gonna throw it up here.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. It's a run to the left. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their
This is what they thought he was going to
holding
be.
their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He's going to eventually get on
To throw. It's rising.
this year.
Running back grabs it on a screen. He's brought
Ball
down.
out?
Good job by the
No,
defense
no,
getting
ball
through the
out.
blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding
let's see what he
Just
got.
nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Let's see what he got.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This punt heads toward the sideline.
I can't fucking wait to play them niggas.
The punt goes out of bounds.
Fucking hot shit.
35-yard line for the spot. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Boy.
It's incomplete.
Get
That
off
was
of that
caused
tape.
by the
That was
defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out fast.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
I'm cooked for the
It's
day.
a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This quarterback on fire today. Here comes the point after attempt. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes and a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
It's stupid.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those.
This shit. I should just fucking do what I was going to do in the beginning.
It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Damn, I should have done
And the running back takes the handoff.
Campbell.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The pocket breaking down, and that's going to be a
I'm
safety.
saying, Steve had
Man,
fucking
that is a
crazy
big-time
shit coming
play
on.
with his defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
I don't give a fuck.
On the return,
They don't need
it's
shit.
Prentice. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the mark.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform.
Man, let's jump.
Run the football. It just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs are able to
Nigga,
pick
come
up
on, bro.
first downs like that right there.
What you mean? What you mean? You mean jumping with Craig and fucking Smokey? You see what he did to that nigga already. What the he gonna do to Smokey?
It's Milrow. He's moving out of the pocket.
They got a brick, nigga. That's what he did.
They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Nigga said, "Hey, punk, smack." Yo, some great nigga hit him right in the nose. And a trash can. Nigga.
Back at it, start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Oh, he not fighting fair.
Shot here.
Shoot him.
Left, big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Alabama getting set with a first and 10
Smokey is not fighting nobody.
It's an option look. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Bringing it out, it's Stanley. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Wideouts now clustered. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
So, I mean, she shot a deep one. I looked like she missed.
You know, offensive linemen with just a certain breed, they're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Them two girls,
To the air, it's rising. Quick throw to his receiver. And the pass is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
It's crazy because I'm doing the money and she's going to take another one. What about her assist?
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Bringing pressure. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Look at him out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To the air. It's Milroe. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Using his legs on the scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impactful.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. And the Utah offense takes the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Caught over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Just fucking
annoying. Come to the line and crank up the tempo.
From 3,500 to 45 to 2,000.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Turn the music up, turn me down.
41, that's 1st down yardage.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Looking to pass. It's rising. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Right, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Keefe. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody.
If you
allows
locked
you to
in,
continue to
you're
spread the
switching
ball
up.
around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. Scanning the field. They flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Running it back, it's Stanley. Oh, and he's got some space here. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
PAT is good, but they still trail by a point. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Bro, what are y'all doing?
Man, it's Parks. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the handoff. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's caught. It's Parks. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Dropping back. It's Rising. Running out of time in the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Well, that huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5.
I don't understand why man
behind the line. It's Keithy. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by
touchdown, Utes. All the way back to claim the lead. Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Bringing it out, it's Adams. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They've got him again. That ferocious pass.
I don't understand why this nigga will refuse to block them.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
2 minutes left in the third.
The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive.
I'm fucking looking at this shit.
And the Utah offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going?
Yep.
Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
They'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Rising.
Get it right, get it right.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They're going to run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. There's the handoff.
What am I doing?
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it.
Bro, nigga, do y'all not want to block?
Defense making a big play.
I can see that dude, because you know he's not good with it. What about else?
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Milrow. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Utes offense takes the field. Last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Gives it to the back. Fighting him off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And there's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Back to pass. It's Rising.
Oh my God!
Just blow it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the
board. All the kick returns out there.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Return kicks with this one.
Fielded in the end zone.
I can return kicks with everybody else besides this nigga. He's probably like one of the fastest.
Field position to start here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Prentice. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. A completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw.
Right, what's up with this?
Going to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the defense look slow that time. It's obviously down 2. They'll go for the 2-point conversion to try to tie the score. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he doesn't make it. Stop short in the defense, preserving a 2-point lead here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the onside kick works to perfection. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I thought I got a 10, but I stopped right before the line.
First down here for this offense.
Look, that shit was...
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
What? 6:30?
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Yeah, didn't y'all say 6:30? I said, didn't y'all say 6:30?
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Gonna run it. It's Glover fighting off the defender. And the Utes look to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Type shit.
And the wideout goes in motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Oh, shit. I thought that was a fucking injury.
First down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Utes starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Not done. Okay, just ready. Just going to kill the cover.
And the offense just takes a knee here.
All right. Let's go.
Now it's 2nd down here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. And the Utes trying to cash in here in the red zone. They'll ride the back again here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After the pressure field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense has a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will